Hey up troops, Littleton here again with another video, and it's an emergency video, so to speak. There's just been a patch released on the test server with 5 huge changes. We're going to break them all down in this video. So the 5 changes are as follows. The new shield rework, which has been talked about since SI last year, is now on the test server, and it's pretty cool, and I'm a bit worried because I hate playing against shields. There's also a change to the SMG-11's damage. There's a change to the G36's recoil. There's a change to the Spaz 15 recoil. And there's also a change to the Selma Charge, AC's Selma Charge, fuse time. So when you throw the Selma on the wall, the fuse time has now changed. We'll go through it all. That's enough waffling. Let's just get stuck into it all. Okay, so this is the live server, and on both examples we're going to be using the 1.5 and the flash hider with a vert grip. We're going to be 12 meters away, which is here. This is the live server where the recoil is as it is today. It does get a bit side to side. Just do 2 more. I actually think this is a little bit worse than I thought it was. I thought the recoil was a little bit easier than this, but I don't know, I feel like my spray should have been tighter than that. Although my excuse is I am using a new mouse, so you can see there's a bit of side to side and a bit of side to side. So we'll put that and we'll test the test server now just to see what the increased recoil is going to be like. So unfortunately, on the test server, the shooting range isn't available, so we're going to use this. In fact, let's use these shipping containers. That's going to be a better thing to use. We're going to be 12 meters away, just like we were on the test server, so 12 meters there, and then let's give this a test. That is definitely harder to control. It just feels harder. I don't think the sprays actually look that much worse, but it definitely just feels more difficult. I think the horizontal recoil is where it's been increased. Are we still 12 meters yet? That one was better. Those sort of middle, sort of 6th, 7th, and 8th shots really come down to the left, though. You can see it there and there. That one was better, but still we've got a couple of shots that are wayward there. Okay, last mag on the new recoil. Yeah, it's definitely a bit bouncier, 100%. I don't think it's game-changing. If you like the G36, I don't think it's a massive game-changer to what it was before, but it's definitely more difficult. There's not a massive amount to go through on this one. It's just a screenshot from the live server on the left to the test server on the right. You can see that on the left, the damage is 35. On the right, the damage is 32. Everything else stays the same. Capacity, fire rate, mobility. Obviously, everything stays the same. It's just the damage that goes down from 35 down to 32. So there we go. Obviously, you can see now on the test server, it takes quite a bit longer to go off than what it currently does on the live server here. I'm not sure how I feel about this change. Ace is definitely by far the best hard breacher, but whether he needed a change at the moment, given that 2Brow just entered the game, I'm not sure. I feel like hard breaching at the moment is pretty tough as it is, given that 2Brow can just freeze things. So I'm not sure whether now was the time to nerf Ace. With pre-2Brow, I would say this is definitely the right thing to do. But now 2Brow is here, I'm not sure. Maybe this was a decision that was made pre-2Brow and they're still just testing it. But just remember, with all these changes, it's only going on to the lab, which is where we can test things out anyway. So don't lose hope just yet. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like I say, pre-2Brow definitely needed it. Post-2Brow, I'm not so sure anymore. So this is the Spaz 12 now. We've got a laser sight and a reflex on here. And he says that the Spaz 12 recoil has been modified. So we're also going to go 12 meters away and we're going to see what this is like. As you can see, it's a bit hectic. I mean, I'm pulling down pretty strong there as well. It's a bit all over the place. I actually haven't tried it on the test server yet, so when they say that the Spaz 15 has got modified recoil, I don't know if it's going to be higher or lower. I assume it's going to be lower. So we're out here now with the Spaz 15. We're going to do the same thing that we did with Ash because the shooting range isn't open to compare. Let's see if we can see a difference on these shipping containers. Oh, wow, yeah, okay, so I can tell you straight away that the vertical recoil is way down, but the horizontal recoil is up, because that just made me go up to the left. So, vertical recoil is way less than it was. Yeah, overall recoil definitely reduced. It's a little bit wild spraying it left to right, though. And almost, the vertical recoil was almost too low, because I'm like pulling down too fast. Yeah, okay, so side-to-side recoil is a little bit higher. But overall recoil is way less. You actually don't need to pull down barely at all to get that. Like, look at that first one. It was all over the place. This one is way better. I'm barely even pulling down now. I know I'm a little bit closer than I was. Yeah, you just barely need to pull down. So yeah, Spaz 15 recoil definitely reduced, although I do feel, even though vertical is reduced, horizontal has been increased slightly, I believe. Although that's only just what I can go off feel. Okay, so to test out the new shield changes, we're going to do a target drill, or what used to be called terrorist hunt, as Monty. And you can see that now I've got the right click, which is free look. So if I look left to right, it's normal. Right click. Oh, sorry, left click, I do beg your pardon. So I can now look left and right, but I'm still behind the shield, right? And then when I let go, it snaps back to... Oh, it finishes where you finish looking. That's interesting. So if you finish looking left and right, make sure you finish looking in the middle. Don't finish looking right, or your shield's going to turn that way. Okay, interesting. So let's open the... Look at the new melee animation. So you don't actually move your shield sideways to melee a barricade anymore. You can do it safely. We've extended. I can look around whilst extended. It does the same thing though. When you're extended, it'll turn it back that way. So we still look over the shield, but when we reload behind the shield. Nearly got smoked by an AI there. Didn't know he was going to be there. Obviously, you can't die in this game mode. Oh man. Reloading and walking towards the enemy is terrifying. Being able to reload and walk towards the enemy is insane. Where's East Stairs? Is that what they call Red Stairs? Ah, yes. So, now meleeing an enemy won't knock them. It'll just knock them down like an Oryx charge. And it takes four melees to kill them. Interesting. Okay, this is going to make things really interesting. So you still can't melee whilst being fully extended as Monty, obviously. What's the red thing there that's... I'm not sure what that... The red thing in the bottom left. That's like that. Interesting. So melee knocking them through is... So hang on, I've got to sneeze. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm not recording this again, so that sneeze is staying in. I hope you enjoyed it. So, when you melee them, you can knock them through a soft wall. Obviously, when you're extended, you can't. I want to know what that damage is. I want to go into a room where there's stage. Right, I've got to go downstairs now. When you sprint as Monty, he sprints like Blitz now as well, look. Like, he doesn't move the shield to the side. Oh my god. Guys, playing Monty, or people playing Monty, is back in, I think. I want multiple opponents to shoot me. Shoot the f***ing jukebox. Right, here we go. So, I can't tell what happens because we're in a versus AI sort of T-hunt. But when that red bar gets all the way to the top, I wonder what that does. I'm going to have to test this with a real player. Alright, so there we go. There's some pretty interesting changes. I really think that this change reloading behind your shield. And this change with Monty, basically running at you like a blitz. Remember, you can shoot his knees in this circumstance, in this instance. Let's just have a quick look at Monty on the bulletproof cam, which isn't there. And also, I'm playing attack, so I'm not going to be able to check the cam. Let's check the drone. So remember, and he's running at you. Oh, he puts his shield behind his back, still on the drone. So you're not going to be able to see. But when he's running at you like this, you still can shoot his knees. But yeah, wow, what interesting changes. This is terrifying. And Monty being able to sprint like this. Hang on. Monty being able to sprint like that. Reload behind his shield. Still sprint like this. Get here, shield down, push out. Oh, guys, the Monty mains are back, and I am terrified. So now we're on the blitz. And it's going to be exactly the same as the Monty, just unextended. Let me just, Oh, I just realised, actually, there's no shooting the other side of your shield now, is there? The only time you can shoot is when you bring your shield down. There's no blind fire through the shield. Like, if you press the left trigger now, which used to shoot, now you just free look. Same with Blitz. If you free look left or right and then finish free looking in that direction, he'll turn that way. Same with Melian, which we can show you here, hopefully. You can put them through soft walls. That one only took less hit. Hello? He's breakdancing, head spinning. That took less hits because we put him through the wall, which took damage. Shoot the jukebox. Where do we need to go now? Connected floors. First floor, second floor, southeast side. Okay, I'm on the way. It's a definite, I don't know, it's a kind of like a benefit for the defenders here as well, because you can't just run up to someone really close and just spam fire with a laser, which is interesting. What happens with... Okay, so you can't barge your way through a garage like Oryx can. We missed the targeting garage. Oh, shoot the radio. Reload behind the shield. Oh, as if I've hit that first time. Absolutely incredible. So there we go. Interesting changes. The free look is pretty cool. Reloading behind a shield is like... Can you imagine having a Monty running at you like this? And just reloading behind his shield. Oh man, shield players are so back and I'm terrified. So there we have it. What do you think? Some changes I wasn't quite expecting. The G36 I think I can understand. A lot of people use the G36 as a bit of a crutch on attack with Iana and with Ash. The SMG11 I'm not quite sure. The SMG11 I don't, and this is me just having a guess here. I think that someone in an office somewhere has looked at the stats and they've seen that a lot of the kills on attack come from a G36 and a lot of kills on defense come from an SMG11. You think Mute, Smoke and Soulless, don't forget, as the SMG11. So whether they've looked at the number of kills on attack and defense by which weapon, and I reckon the G36 and the SMG11 are probably at the top of that list or close to the top of that list. And they've then gone, well, actually, maybe we need to change these slightly. That's just a guess from me. I don't disagree with the G36 because the recoil is almost non-existent when you're in game. I know when I was on the shooting range then I made it look quite hard, but in game it feels really smooth. So I don't get the SMG11 change. The Selma change, I'm not sure about that one. I think that might have been fine pre-Tubarão. But now Tubarão's here, I'm not sure about that one. The shield rework, I'm terrified, man. You're going to have Monty's rushing garage stairs within 5 seconds of the round starting. So we're going to have to... Trap operators, get ready, because we need to stop these Montys and Blitz, because Monty and Blitz is about to become very popular. I think you might start seeing more Monty bans like the old days, like you used to. And finally, the Spaz 15 change. I don't think it's going to change a massive amount in the game compared to the rest of the changes, but it's still something interesting nonetheless. How many Caveira and Thunderbird players do you see these days? Not many, is there? So it definitely makes it easier for them. And if you play a Caveira shotgun, then enjoy it, because the Spaz 15 is about to be easier to use. But the SMG11, the shield changes, the G36, and the Selma change are massive changes to the way the game's going to be played for sure. Thanks very much for getting involved with the video. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you've got nothing to comment in the box below, but you have made it this far, type gravy in the box below and type a comment. Why not? I love gravy. Get it commented. Thanks very much for watching. I might make the videos, but there's no point making them if there's nobody out there to watch them, so thank you very much for getting involved. I try and express that at the end of the video every time. It's difficult to just put into words how much I appreciate people even just clicking on the video to start with, so thank you very much. It means a lot. But other than that, some really interesting changes, and we'll see you next time. Cheers!